Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is the difference between intent and ritual. In order to be an effective occultist slash witch or sorcerer and go to the next level as an adept or a so-called very gifted individual, all you need is your intent. What is your intent? Your intent is your will. So, what is juxtaposed to your will? Your focus and your intent. If you are focused on any particular goal which can be achieved via magic, those are the only two things that you're going to need. You don't need a whole bunch of tools, contrary to what many of you believe and what Hollywood accentuates. You don't need that. You just need this and this. That's all you need. So, are there exercises that you can do? Yes, there are plenty of exercises, but this is why meditation is encouraged. And people say, well, what's so good about meditation? Because meditation teaches you focus and discipline. The reason that a lot of people don't really excel at magic because they think that anything that calls for structure or discipline gets boring, it gets tiring. It only gets tiring if you don't challenge yourself. With magic, you can never get bored with it if you are challenging yourself. That is the key. So, if you do meditation and you do exercise to go into a chant, for example, taking a taper candle and just training your eyes to go into a trance. Simply, this is the candle, and you don't lift your gaze. You concentrate on it for at least 5 minutes, and then you take it to 7, and then you take it to 9, and then you take it to 10. This will help you as far as like getting in touch with certain deities because you have this laser pinpoint focus and you don't take your eyes off the prize. So you don't need a whole lot of oils, a whole lot of tools as far as that. Though that's what you need. Now, this is ritual. With ritual, and this is why it's important to know your pattern as an individual. Do you read 2 or 3 books at the same time? One doesn't just grab you right out the gate, so you jump into something else. And if that book is like, it's okay, but then you're going to jump into something else. Here's the fundamental danger in that. This is how authors write. They write where the kernel of truth or that which can assist you, you're not going to get that until you get into the middle of the book or towards the end. You see this in a lot of books, but even especially with the Gallery of Magic books, which I have encouraged anyone to get. They're very good because they don't need a lot of tools, but still, if a book takes for you to get in the middle of it, that's really to train you to be patient because we live in a society where if something doesn't happen and there's no immediate gratification, we're incredibly unsatisfied. Think McDonald's, think Subway, think even quote unquote Amazon Prime. So, the thing with ritual, it gets you to get into the ambiance, the aesthetic, like donning the cloak, donning certain things with the chalice or athame or athame. You're doing these things because first of all, you're working your energy up into this frenzy. And then with the wand or the staff or whatever, you're working it up so you can do certain things. And I'm not saying it's bad. It works for some people and for others it doesn't. I don't need those things to do that. Because when you're really practicing this, if you read a lot of the so-called modern books, even the old ones, the modern ones aren't so bad compared to when I was reading things by other authors, and you would just be demoralized. You just like, oh, I I need all this just to do one spell. You would be incredibly demoralized. So I do have to give credit for the writers of the modern genre. But that's the difference, is that with ceremonial attempts, it gives your mind something to do. Because remember this about the mind. This is what the mind thrives off of. It thrives off of conflict, drama, and problem resolution. That is what the mind thrives off of. If the mind doesn't have something to do, this is when it will attack you from within because it needs something to do. And then that's where the ego comes in, etc. So when you're trying to become an adept, if you just work with very little, you can achieve a whole lot. It's just choosing which method is best for you. And that's it. And the thing is, with focus and discipline, you can do anything. And then with the ceremony and the pomp and, the flashiness and all that, that's just working you up. It's just, okay, I'm in the zone now, to put it like that. So that is the difference between your intent and doing rituals. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.